Hello everyone, Lloyd from Bizzfo with a tutorial on capturing your supply invoice within Bizzfo. So with the previous video I showed you how to do it on your Hive, and what I would like to show you is what it looks like in the point of sale. So in the point of sale we've got two main or different ways of doing it. I'll show you the one I prefer, and this one is the reason I like it is, especially in the beginning when setting up, you want to move quite rapidly between capturing an invoice and capturing a new inventory item. Yes, ideally you want to import your items first and then capture from there, but it could be that basically you capture your products from supplier invoices with your first stock. So same as the Hive, the screen is split into two sections. So we've got on the left our supplier invoice, and we've got our edit inventory item. This was done on purpose. I know it's a busy screen, but you get used to it quite quickly and you realize the value of it. So what we want to do is we want to transition from top to right and then down, and then we might come across this section to go again top down and to fill in all the details. So let me show you quickly what that looks like. I already have a supplier created, so shop in the sky. Let's select the date, today's date. If it was a credit note, I would have to set it. Important, the system will, I'm going to call it complain if you don't set these fields, just to avoid finger faults. So there's your invoice date, and also again we'll populate about 3 characters to avoid duplicate invoices. Now looking for your item, I can search by item code. I can search for, I only have 2 items, by name, but obviously these items get this list gets quite long. Or I can do search. I like the search, and in this case I'm going to use the same example. I'm going to use a drink, but I'm not finding my drink here. So what we want to do is, let's have a drink. Which one did we do? Not do. Let's do Sprite. Alright, so now it's saying inventory item is not found. So now I have an option of, if I continue with the invoice, it is just a simple description on my invoice, but I don't have the quantity that I want that's coming into stock. So I'm going to do this. You'll see I'm jumping over to this side, so I'm just going Sprite. So there we go. Do I need to clear the details? That's also quite handy, especially if you're repeating the new products. Let's go to category, and we're going to add, let's use this button, let's do drinks. Alright, so we got drinks. Yes, we want to update the category, and we are leaving it as VAT. It's not a bill of material, and it's one item, and the cost, let's leave the cost at 0, but we know that we want to sell this item for 18. Okay. So there we go. So it's changed from red to edit item, and now on the left I can see there's Sprite. It is still listed in red though, so I just want to make sure that it is selected. So I'm selecting Sprite, and now I can continue. So looking at the quantity, I'm going to use one quantity. The pack size is 6. I'm going to say that the pack is sold for 35, and now what happens is we are getting a unit price that is calculated for us, a net value, there's our VAT, gross, and this amount listed in green is the running total of our invoice. So I'm going to go ahead and click the add button. Just a note as well is, typically you want to use to increase the speed, we want to use tab or just to enter on the keyboard. That works quite quick as well. So again, now it's complaining about my date. I must have changed something. Add Sprite. Alright, good stuff. So I've got Sprite going, and now I can continue with the process. Just a note on a delivery fee. And yes, this is an expense, and it is a let's see, is there a delivery fee? I'm just going to use airfare for now. I've got one of them coming in, and the unit price was 50, and I'm going to add the item. Alright, so you'll toggle between these two items, making sure that the item exists or the item doesn't exist. To show you what the invoice looks like, we can click on the view button. It then brings up this screen. For interest sake, I can go on my reports. As I'm capturing, I can click on my preview supplier, so I'll get my aging over here. So I'll just close that one, and going back to my inventory, I can see there's my Sprite item. To get to it, I can just double click it, and the last invoice details are saved, so I can continue with this invoice. I've just clicked in that box and exited, and there's my running total for my invoice. So guys, this is the one way of doing it, getting your items into stock. I want to show you the other one quickly. This one is we basically using our purchase order screen. So the purchase order is a 3-step process, and let me quickly run through it. So I'm going to click on new. On new, let's use the same one. So we've got shop in the sky. We'll use the same item. I didn't create an item code for it. Let's search for it. So we'll do Sprite. There we go. That's just the unit cost. So it's saying no. And quantity, we want to bring 6 in. Yes. So this screen stays open. So I can now rapidly go and add all the items I want. And now we've got this item. I just want to put my supplier invoice in. Shop in sky. Alright, good. And I can now, I'm just going to leave it at this one. So this item now, reflecting on it, I can now edit and change, but what I want to do is I just want to show you the process. So if I go to next, I can see this item is pending. It's a purchase order. From this point, I can mail this purchase order. I can print it. Maybe let's show you what the print looks like. This is a request for quote, so you'll notice your cost is showing 0. That is if you're sending that to your supplier. If it's your normal supplier and you're happy to show them the price, you would say it's a purchase order, and then it'll show the price to confirm. Alright, so then once you're happy with this, you've done your communication, you can click your next, and you can now either change these items and the quantities, and you can click on your print button, your process button. And from here, once you process it, it is now created as a supplier invoice. Let's have a look what that looks like. Let's go to, alright, so looking at this one, I just click the refresh button. We can see there's our purchase order number, and there is our supplier invoice. So this is the previous one we did, double clicking it without delivery fee, and then this is the one we did now. So guys, in essence, this is the 2 ways of doing it to get your supplier invoices captured onto your system. If you need more info, if you would like us to take you through the product, please feel free to contact us at lloyd@bizzfo.co.za.